All right, so we are back with Darnise, and I wanted to talk about something that you touched on is the fact that you're not really interested in having children. Okay, I tell people that I'm not interested in their dogs. I'm not interested in animals. That's how you are when people,
Absolutely.
when people start showing their kids pictures.
Never cared.
Okay.
But if you show me a dog,
You're jumping for joy.
oh my God, down.
See, I'm like, all right, let's start the meeting because you know it's always at a meeting where they want to start showing the dog.
That's me. Bailey.
That's Bailey for you.
Yes.
So when they start showing their kids, when the kids pop up from behind. Okay, so what made you with this decision not like you're sold on not having kids?
I am a good 90% sold on not having children, right?
Okay.
My new take in life, because talking to people helps open your mind, right? I say now I am willing to give my husband one pregnancy.
Can you describe your one pregnancy? Because this is very specific.
It's very well thought out. One pregnancy is one pregnancy. I mean that. So if you want 4 children, sir, you better figure out how to get 4 kids in here. And I mean one. So if, we don't make it to term.
Ooh.
So sorry. Let's go get another dog.
Have you had this conversation before with a man?
No, luckily, because it usually comes up about the kids. They don't usually press it though. Yeah. I'll say like, me and kids we don't really get along. I don't really want them. And they go, what you mean you don't want them? Because, the thought is that all women are supposed to want them.
Yeah.
How can you be a woman without having kids? And I think that's the notion that I want people to really sit back and think about. Like, because there are some women who just can't, and there are some who just don't desire to, and we can be motherly and nurturing in other spaces.
I was dating a guy, and I thought it was so interesting that he was really the primary parent, because I too also had that mindset where it's like, she doesn't want to be around her kid, like she doesn't want to be around her baby, and he's literally with the kid like all the time.
Praise God.
Darnise has stated that she has no interest, even if she has a kid.
Yeah.
That she doesn't want to be the primary parent as well, which I think is very honest.
Yes. Okay. I think, because the notion is that we're doing this together. We're not.
Yeah.
For the first maybe 4 years of a person's life, the mother is the sole person that does everything, right? Yeah. And that comes with a lot of sacrifices and a lot of changes and ways that I don't really want to do fully, right? So I'm here to be present. We will have a nanny. But I'm going to the games. But please know, you call that man first.
Ooh, is he first in emergency contact?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, so I think that also goes with the type of career that the man has.
Yes.
Because I have a friend who her husband was able to kind of be the primary parent. She was still doing all of the nursing and everything like that. But she is a nurse. And so like her schedule is like at the hospital all day. And so he works in tech, and so he's able to work remote. And so her firstborn was able to spend most of her day with him at home.
Beautiful.
That's your type of situation.
No, yeah. I mean, beautiful that they can do that. Because, life is really tough right now, and a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
But also, that is my preferred setup, right? Like, no, my job is not extremely strenuous where I have late hours, per se.
Yeah.
But I do deal with people all day long.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to come home and then have to, or stay at home and then deal with a crying baby for another 10 hours. Like, I really want my partner to be super present. And I think that is my therapist would probably say, that's what's underneath everything, is the desire for true partnership and not just what we are saying sounds nice.
Do you feel like it had a lot to do with your upbringing? Because I tell people, like, I wasn't around kids. I was the last kid.
Ditto.
For a long time. And my immediate family, we all lived in Chicago. So even when my brother started having kids, like, I didn't see them. So aside from me being a teacher, my connection with kids and like newborns and how this kind of goes was really seeing my friends start having kids. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look attractive. I feel like my friends love their kids, and I love seeing them. However, I love being an auntie.
Period.
I love being a godmom because when I want to go,
I'm out.
I want to go take a nap.
Period.
I can take a nap.
Guess what?
Because I don't have a kid. How was your upbringing? Would you say? How do you feel like that kind of affected it, or because you said it kind of did?
I think so. I am also the baby, so that says a lot, I'm sure. And the last, I want to say my mom. I'm the last of her siblings too, right? So I'm the youngest. Period.
Does your mom know you're not having kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Darnise is settled.
Continue.
But like, so I think not having a lot of children around probably did something there.
Yeah.
But kids, you know, when you guys see children, you feel, I can see the joy that comes across people's face, right? A kid peekabooing over a seat, y'all are playing, and I'm like, why aren't you saying yellow but now?
This is me and the dogs.
Exactly. it's like get to it, figure it out. Right. But I think all my cousins started having. I have a few cousins that have a lot of children, and they love their children. And I think kids are great. Don't get me wrong. I love being an auntie. Yeah. I was just saying, I'm gonna see my niece. I'm out. I get to leave, but then I get to go to Greece. Because I don't have children.
There's like this TikTok where it's like the girl is like outside and she's like partying and she's traveling, and like I think the caption is like, I don't have no kids and that's why I can do this. This is why I can afford this, and I can just up and leave when I want to go because there's no little responsibility, that little extra that I have to take care of.
About 10 years ago, a statistic came out saying that one child, by the time they're 18, parents, and this is not even like wealthy people, were spending over $1 million on their children.
I believe it. And it's economy.
But then you're talking about a 2-parent household.
I know.
Money coming, you know, because we want to be different, right? We want to give our kids the lives that we didn't get a chance to have. So that means you're going to spend more money, right?
Because you are trying to. And depending on which college you go to,
it's a scam. It is costly.
Yeah.
And especially if you want your kid to be a lawyer, a doctor. We're talking about 10 plus years of graduate school. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of things that I don't think people really sit down and think about. And so when I say me and my husband are going to sit down and have long, thoughtful conversations, that's what I'm leading to. And if that means we having a kid, then we are really coming together and saying, okay, we got this.
Yeah. I always say, like my mom asked me, like, am I interested? Because I've dated men with kids. And she's like, you don't want your own? And I'm just like, I mean, well, maybe it's kind of an opt-out. But I told her it's not a hard yes for me because I also am not at a stage in life where I'm having conversations about procreating with another human being. So being single, I'm not going to be the person where I pass if I pass, God forbid, I pass the marriage stage of my life that I deem is the marriage stage, whatever. My therapist told me there's no stage.
It's not.
But yeah, if I'm not going to be let me just adopt.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in a single parent. I'm not interested
at all.
No. If I have a husband and he would like to adopt and we can't have kids, then yes.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. But if it requires me being a single parent,
it's a no.
No.
Nice.
I'm not interested in that. It doesn't look fun.
Nice, because it's not.
I have seen it multiple times in our community. It does not look appealing at all. But I know what brings me joy is like toddlers and tiaras.
That is so up your alley.
I can't wait to be a pageant mom.
Yes, I can see it.
Like, I really want to be a pageant mom.
The girliest girl.
I want to be like on the TV.
I bet. Not even just with the girl though. Like with the little boy, I can see you being at all the games. Yeah, and doing all the things.
If I have a boy, like we're definitely like you're playing an instrument in the orchestra.
Oh, nice.
So we can like. It has to be like kind of equivalent to like my girl being in ballet. So like I want them to have some type of like classical upbringing, which I feel like we had. And so we really, like me and my sister, we really appreciate the arts. And I feel like that's because my parents like kind of forced us into it. So just because I'm having a boy doesn't mean we still not going to see the Nutcracker. He's just going to like another aspect of the Nutcracker. However, I am going to be like the mom at the game with the camera, like for sure. Okay. But yeah, it's still not a hard guess, but I think that part I do like fantasize about. I love it. All right, and with that, we're going to wrap it up. Bye.